Alright, hey Nika, because you're not doing this video thing, I'm gonna do it because we have to get started on it, and I'm really excited about YouTube and all that, so I'm gonna upload this video and then I'm gonna send you a link to it, and hopefully it's good, hopefully I edit it, hopefully this isn't like... Anyway, so I just thought I'd talk about two things. Thing number one is my newest obsession. That's probably going to be what I talk about most of the time because I have a new obsession every week. But then I'm going to talk about the TV show that I'm doing because it's just so much fun. I have no idea how much I'm allowed to tell you, so I'm going to try and keep it as low count as possible. I'm not even going to say what it's called because YouTube, I don't know, if I mention its name, this video could go viral and everybody could find out super top secret information about this TV show, so... Thing number one, my obsession, Hamilton. Have you heard it? I have, and now my entire family has, and now my voice could be good, but if I do these songs all the time, my voice just ends up like... because people hear it so much that they're like, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I can rap most of the raps, but I don't sing most of the songs, and when you're saying the same thing over and over and over and there's no beat or anything, people get kind of angry. I get to sing a song in my next video if you want, but I don't really feel like it right now. Also, if you're wondering about the hat, it's not that it's cold in Prague right now, it's that I just had my hair washed, so I look gross, and I'm just trying to keep this hidden. I don't want any of the beautiful people on YouTube and you suffering because my hair is gross. Okay? Okay. So Hamilton is just... I need something to say about it. It makes me think a lot about what my legacy is, because in the show, Hamilton is a founding father of America who completely updated their bank and was super clever. And in the show, I was constantly obsessed with what the future will think of him, which is quite ironic because the entire show is people telling his story. So it shows just how much of a legacy he left behind. But yeah, so he has this whole obsession with his legacy, which I find interesting because at the moment, I'm just trying to live life without a goal. I'm trying to be as much in the moment as possible, which often makes it hard to make long-term plans because I'm just like, that doesn't affect me right now. And I think it would be possible to live one's life out if you weren't living in this current society through only thinking about next week. But yeah, no, that's not viable because you want to make savings and you don't want to order plane tickets 7 months early. You have to send applications for universities, so a bunch of stuff that you have to think ahead for. But also thinking ahead of your death, that's a completely different kettle of fish. Is it kettle of fish? I don't know if it's kettle of fish. It's a completely different thing because it's the idea that you wouldn't even be there. Why does it matter to you? Why would you care so much? Also, I've been reading Shakespeare's first few sonnets, which are all about how you have to have sex with somebody to have a kid, because if you just sit around, you won't have children and you won't be able to pass on your beauty, which is really, really important to Shakespeare because, hello, you're so gorgeous. I need your children to show just how gorgeous you are. He writes these sonnets to his male friend. There is a really confusing sonnet where he almost seems to insinuate that those poems about him, but I don't get that. Sonnets are all about, you know, stop being selfish and get a wife and have children and your children will be beautiful. I don't know, it's just this thing about great men, people that are good with writing seem to be obsessed about legacy, and then I think, why do I write? Because these questions lead on to one another. These are all great writers, both. I'm not like, I don't want to generalize, but these are two great writers, incredibly obsessed with their legacy. And I like writing, I write a lot. So why do I write? Do I write because I want a legacy? That sounds kind of true to me, but then at the same time, I don't want to think like that. I want to write because I enjoy it, but so much about writing is about patience and waiting for a finished product. I think people that write must really have this feeling that it has to amount to something in the end, and people have to read it. And why do you want strangers to read it if not for a legacy, if not for people to still be obsessed with something that you made? That rings very true to me. So I don't know, thoughts about legacy and stuff. I don't really have anything formed here. It's just a couple of questions. Why do writers write? Why do we care about our legacy? What's the future? What is death? Is it possible in this world to live without thinking about the future too much? And it's interesting because I think biologically humans are the only ones that are capable of thinking of the future in that sense. So I don't know, just a bunch of ideas. Just kind of talking to myself right now. And then the second thing, this TV show, which is really exciting because I get to be on TV. Gotta remember not to look at the cameras, which is so scary because they're massive cameras and I'm like, and then like stop looking at the lens and I'm like, so that's a thing. But also, like, everyone's super nice, they're all really friendly, and they got me tea, and they put me in a van when I was cold, and it was super, super sweet. But also, I broke my shoe. Slightly changing the subject, but this is still the same thing. I broke my shoe that I was supposed to be wearing on set today. I've messaged the costume designer, and they still haven't responded. So I don't know what's going to happen. If I'm not wearing the shoe that I should be wearing on set, then that's a continuity error. People are gonna get mad at me, and I don't know how that works. I'm just freaking out. Anyway, gives a bunch of ideas and stuff. Just like a couple of things about TV show. Shoe Issues, everyone's super nice, they got me tea. And Hamilton, great show about legacy and mortality. And I think the show is about some other stuff as well. The theme of immigrants, and as an immigrant, I don't consider myself an immigrant, I consider myself more an emigrant because I haven't stayed in the same country. But some of the immigrant stuff rings true to me. I mean, not all of it's personal stuff, but I've got a lot of friends that have received that kind of commentary and that kind of thing. Like, you're not from this country, how do you think you can have any input? And especially as a French person in England, people can be pretty annoying. In France, they're slightly nicer, which I know is not expected, but I feel like they're slightly nicer there. But even then, they can still be like, oh, you're English, whatever. You have no input in our political system, even though I can technically vote in France, you know? So that's it. Goodbye.